And also the community mentioned that they have a lot of trouble with CSS. I have played around with CSS a little bit on my website, but what's up with that? Is CSS so difficult? And if yes, do you have any tips for people to better learn CSS?
Yeah, CSS is, especially if you're coming from like the programming side, it can be extremely confusing, frustrating, rage-inducing, just because it does things that don't make sense, right? So I think it's not a programming language, but it definitely has its own like quirks and way it works. So it is possible to learn CSS and feel comfortable that you understand what's going on, even if something weird happens. But that still happens to me where I'm like, oh, why is this not working? And it takes me like hours to figure it out. So, don't feel bad if you get stuck on weird CSS stuff because that happens a lot. But in terms of learning it, I think, yeah, just trying to find a course. I think on YouTube, Kevin Powell has a lot of excellent content covering a ton of different topics in CSS. And he's really good at explaining things as well. So I'd recommend checking him out on YouTube. And then just trying to practice because I think, like you said earlier, it's like the active learning thing. You learn really well when you actually try to build stuff and figure out where things aren't working. And then that kind of tells you what areas you need to sort of learn or do a little bit of research on. But yeah, CSS can be very difficult. I think there's actually, not to just keep mentioning courses, but Josh Kumo, he has a course, CSS for JavaScript developers, and it's specifically aimed at if you're already like a programmer and a developer, but you just need to get better at CSS. It's kind of aimed at that, and I think his course is really awesome. I haven't gone through it myself, but just from the snippets that he shared on his Twitter and stuff, it seems to be really helpful for people.